Community feedback was the priority of this year's State of the City.
And we'll talk about tools for special needs young adults.
And it's planting season with TAGRO.
These stories and more on Tacoma Report. Welcome to Tacoma Report. I'm Laura Proctor.
And I'm Angie Foster. Mayor Victoria Woodard's invited community members to directly share their concerns and priorities at this year's State of the City Forum on March 28th. This open house style public forum was held at Silas High School. There were roughly 200 community members gathered for the event. Feedback stations were set up with a focus on specific topics including homelessness, community and environmental health, housing, community safety, the city's budget, and more. The issues of addressing homelessness and improving community safety emerged as top priority issues for community members. This feedback will serve as the foundation for a series of focused discussions throughout the summer. Additional information about these discussions will be shared on the State of the City webpage as it becomes available.
There's a plan in the making using the money of a $171,000 grant. It piggybacks onto a park familiar to neighbors in the South End known for blueberries. And now an entire free food forest is getting closer to reality.
Just off East Street in Tacoma's South End is Charlotte's Blueberry Park. It's an edible park owned and managed by Metro Parks Tacoma. It's also a popular place for blueberry pickers and community gardeners. Plus, it's got a new addition coming along called a free food forest.
It's kind of a forest landscape that emulates kind of a natural wooded area that you would see walking about any park or forest, but the difference is that you would be able to take something nutritious away from that.
The free food forest is coming to the park later this year thanks to a partnership with Tacoma's South End Neighborhood Council and Metro Parks Tacoma.
There is a lot of connection between the Food Forest project and the work that's already going on here, between the partnerships that are being built and what already exists. So there's actually multiple groups working in this park at any given time or that have added some projects.
With the support of a $171,000 grant from the Washington Department of Natural Resources, plans are in the works for fruit and nut trees to be part of the landscape.
We want everybody to just come into this space and take what they feel like they need. And anything that goes unused, we have a dedicated amount that's going to go to the garden folks who will then give it away to the community members who come by.
A community garden shares a portion of the park as well, with volunteer groups grooming the blueberry bushes and caring for other forms of park maintenance.
And Metro Parks will support it by maintaining it as necessary.
If you want to get involved now, there is going to be input opportunities for the food forest, but there are already groups that are working that could use some help.
The free food forest concept will have a multi-plan design of creating edibles while contributing to Tacoma's urban tree canopy. Expectations are for tree planting to occur later this year. For Tacoma Report, I'm Dave Gordon.
March and April are buzzing with activity at the EnviroHouse, where a number of free home and garden workshops are available. From composting to how to raise chickens and ducks, there are many topics to choose from. Workshops are held at the EnviroHouse at the Tacoma Recovery and Transfer Center. To check out the list of available topics and submit your advance registration, visit the workshop page on the city's website.
Up next, I'll be talking with Tacoma Police Chief Avery Moore on a multi-family housing workshop.
And later, we'll have tools for success supporting special needs young adults. You won't want to miss it.
The Tacoma Police Department's free inaugural multifamily workshop is scheduled for Wednesday, April 17th at the Star Center. The workshop covers topics ranging from community liaison officers to information on the crime-free housing program. It's designed to support landlords, housing managers, and multifamily housing staff with details on providing a safe and healthy living environment. Tacoma Police Chief Avery Moore is with us today to talk about the workshop and its role here in Tacoma. Chief Moore, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. It is an absolute pleasure.
And it's an honor to have you here. So, Chief, can you tell us about the Community Outreach and Education event on April 17th, what it is and what it's about?
So what it is our first multifamily housing workshop. It's geared specifically to give landlords, tenants and property managers tools to help really make their job easier and to help us help them as it relates to fighting crime. So the overall goal is to provide education. There'll be several tables there with educational material on sexual assaults, domestic violence, human trafficking, and much more. But the overall goal is to show that we have this partnership, that we have this commitment with the community to really, really help reduce crime in the city of Tacoma. It's also an opportunity for us to work together, the community and the police department, because I've said this before, so I'll say it again, crime is everybody's business. We at the Tacoma Police Department take a lot of pride in what we're doing. These last 2 years, really in our history, we've prided ourselves in having low crime numbers. We pride ourselves in making people feel safe. And I have a great police department of young and old officers who really, really take crime personal. And this is an opportunity, again, for us to interact together and show everyone that this is what true community policing looks like.
Okay, and you did touch on this a little bit about the landlord and property manager and their role and the things that they will learn from this workshop, but can you speak a little more on what they can learn, the property managers and the landlords, as well as how they can help keep their tenants safer?
Yeah, again, it goes back to what I said. It's all about education. A lot of times you don't know what you don't know, and there will be subject matter experts there. So it won't just be me telling you this is what I suggest you do. These will be the experts in, if you will, tenant laws. So they can give you the actual laws to help make your job better. We'll give you the policing laws and rules. We'll talk about lighting and landscaping and fencing and all those little things that sometimes get lost that really do have an impact. Because crime is, again, it's really one of those things that appearance is important on both sides. So if you put a lot of investment in, from community involvement, lighting, picking up trash, those things have a significant impact in how people treat your property.
And Chief Moore, can you also let our viewers know a little bit about recent crime trends in the city and what communities should be watching for? For example, maybe the latest dashboard stats?
So we'll have a dashboard subject matter expert there. He's going to walk the community through our new dashboard and how they can pull up information from crime, the calls themselves. So that'll be a part of this educational piece. And in that, there'll be some supportive stuff about what you can do based on you being an individual that lives there, you being a property owner, or the manager. So that's, again, the kind of overall picture, just to educate you with resources and tools that you may not know are available.
And then, Chief, final question. For those who may not be able to attend, are there any tips or resources, additional resources that you can share today?
Sure. One, again, is understanding that policing is not the only one responsible for crime. We're the face of it, and we accept that responsibility. However, to be truthful and accurate and just genuine, it's everybody's concern, as it should be. And we're going to, this year, start our first volunteers in patrol. And Mr. Smith, who you'll meet at this event, and I'm going to tell you when to RSVP and all that, but the goal is, again, to really strengthen community policing and working together to have the impact on crime that we believe we can have in Tacoma. So we're really excited about partnership. We're excited about growing our department. We're excited about getting better. I'm excited about getting better as a chief. You know, I would love to this year spend more time with my officers because I've been out in the community a lot and I've kind of neglected them. So I'm going to fix that. So you won't see me as much in the community, but that's because I'll be doing stuff more with my officers.
Well, Chief, we definitely appreciate you being here today, everything that you are doing for the community. We're looking forward to hearing more about the workshop. I'm sure it's going to be an absolute success. And again, just thank you for being here, and we look forward to having you back.
Well, thank you. And let me end with this. As you said, the workshop is April 17th. However, need you to RSVP Friday, April the 12th, because we have a max capacity of 250 people. We want to hit that, but that is our max. So please RSVP again by Friday, April the 12th.
Okay, and again, a max of
250
participants. All right, perfect. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Chief. Appreciate you. After the break, Tools for Success, supporting special needs young adults. Don't go away.
Welcome back to Tacoma Report. Dream, imagine, and shape your future was this year's theme at the Tools for Success conference.
Held at the Tacoma Community College, the conference is designed for youth, young adults, and community members who experience a disability to navigate life after high school.
This is a conference where a lot of people who might not ever go to college get to come onto a college campus and see what that's all about, or be encouraged to know that they might be able to do that. But then the really important thing is to be prepared to get a job and be productive in society. It makes me feel very proud. I think it's really important, and to be a part of it is outstanding.
Tools for Success is free and annual conference event for the public. It includes a vendor resource fair, workshops, and guest speakers, plus opportunities for others to meet and talk with those with special needs. For more information or to learn how you can help support next year's Tools for Success conference, check out their website.
The Environmental Services quarterly newsletter, EnviroTalk, is making its way to customers' homes in early April. Get a sneak peek at the spring-summer edition available to view online right now. This extended edition features a focus on the updated Urban Forestry Code, a how-to on container planting, and highlights the Tidy Up Tacoma program. Readers can also find out how to get the most out of their brown, food, and yard waste bin and learn more about the If It Hits the Ground, It Hits the Sound educational campaign. To view this and more, visit the EnviroTalk webpage and get a first look today.
Spring is here with warmer and longer days. It's also the time when volunteers are needed to support essential work in parks all throughout Metro Parks Tacoma. Volunteers are needed on the first Saturdays of the month, helping to restore Charlotte's Blueberry Park from 9 to noon. McKinley Park can use your help as well on April 20th for a work party from 9 to noon. Also on the 20th, Point Defiance Marina needs volunteers for a community litter cleanup, also from 9 to noon. There are a lot of other great volunteer opportunities to help Metro Parks Tacoma. Check out their website for a time and place near you.
With a change in seasons comes a change in hours at TAGRO. Spring hours are now in effect at TAGRO with extended hours of operation on Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. TAGRO, short for Tacoma Grow, offers a number of products that are good for the environment and gardeners alike. Jumpstart your garden this spring with TAGRO. For more information, visit their website.
That wraps up this edition of Tacoma Report.
A great way to find out about the services the City of Tacoma has to offer is by going to cityoftacoma.org.
We leave you now with a dazzling orchard of cherry blossoms at the state capitol. I'm Laura Proctor. Thanks for watching.
Flowering cherry trees are at their peak bloom, covering everything in pink and white. I'm Angie Foster. We'll see you next time on Tacoma Report. Take care.